During a blazing Los Angeles wildfire, a disgraced police officer doing desk duty as a 911 operator receives a domestic violence call that rocks him to his core. He must face his personal life, his duty as an operator, and his past in order to save the day. Hey everyone, welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Panetta. Today we will be reviewing The Guilty, directed by Antoine Fuqua.
In a world ringing with chaos, emergency dispatchers answer the call and direct the madness. What happens when the chaos comes too close to home? Meet Joe, the dispatcher with a mission and a clouded past. Will he answer the call when his bell is rung?
Ooh.
That was ominous.
Yeah, I know, right? This was a fun enough bottle movie.
It was,
It was a total bottle movie.
It was a bottle movie. It was unapologetically a bottle movie. Like, this was sitting in the can somewhere for a while.
Was it? Did you hear about
No,
that?
This is the type of movie that seems like it was sitting there for a while.
This movie just popped up, and it seemed like, because I'm looking and I noticed that Antoine Fuqua directed this movie. He also made Southpaw, so that was another Jake Gyllenhaal thing. So I think they just called each other one day. He's like, "Hey man, I got like this like Office Space. Want to make a movie?"
Yeah, which if you can swing that, man, that's.
You yelled at me last time I did that. Okay.
But no, I mean, dude, imagine to have the ability to swing that and come through and actually produce something. I mean, during a global pandemic, no less.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, it was good. I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal really hit this one home, man. He was intense.
Acting.
It was good. Hey, it was better acting than freaking Ed Hardy and Venom.
Well, anyway, yeah. He definitely like turned it to 11 on this one.
He did. He definitely like.
And I was thinking, like, would this like have made a better play? Like, what if like it was just him like at a desk in a play? Like, come on, man, you gotta save the girl. Dude, like she's busy.
Dude, they could totally turn this into a play. I would watch that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like the other like bottle like experiments that I've seen, and there probably been hundreds of them throughout the years. But
you mean every M. Night movie? I'm just kidding.
Did you ever see Buried with Ryan Reynolds?
I did not.
He was in a coffin that whole movie.
Oh man, I remember seeing the trailer for that.
And he had to make sure like his phone was working, and he had to like call people, and like they were trying to save him. And at some point, he cut his finger off. Like I
did not watch that at all, but now I have to watch it.
Yeah. It had its moments. It was all right. This was better as a bottle movie. Another one was Phone Booth.
That was good.
That was good. I think Joel Schumacher directed that one.
Yeah, I think they filmed that one in like 7 days or something quick. It was crazy.
Yeah, and I know they tried to do it with Saw, like because two guys alone in a basement. So it's definitely an art form. I respect the bottle movie more, or bottle story better than I do the long takes.
I do too.
I hate long takes because it takes me out of the acting.
Yeah,
I mean,
like this one, it feels like it's constantly fresh. You feel like everyone is just like bam, bam, bam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the crux to this movie is there's a giant Los Angeles wildfire, and I guess that's what brings you into the bottle. Yeah. And Jake Gyllenhaal is a 911 operator, a disgraced cop, and right from the get-go, a reporter is trying to get his spin on it before the big trial.
And the thing is, we don't know he's a disgraced cop. Not immediately, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We
find this out throughout, like, when the movie is unraveling itself, and we're watching all of this stuff, and we're listening to all of this ASMR goodness. It's good. I felt like the movie was constantly just, like, teetering over the edge, just, like, it was very intense to watch for a movie I saw at 8 a.m.
It was, yeah. I just remember the whole time I saw it, though, I was thinking, man, like Jake Gyllenhaal is like super judgy in this movie.
Yeah,
and it kind of started with like some like office politics and like, dude, no coffee, like office foul, like gotta have the coffee. So I can just imagine him being like really like on edge.
Yeah.
And for a while there, I was like, where's he going with this? Like, he's gonna go home today? Like.
Is he
just at work?
He's there for a shift, which, man, they made that shift. That was a long shift, dude.
Yeah, not only that, he got like, at some point, first he was there with all the regular operators. And I just remember thinking like, all these operators probably hate this guy. Like, he's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, hang up.
And then he confirms that when he turns to the other guy that's his co-operator. Yeah, he's like, I'm an asshole, right? sorry, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
He's like, we should go get a beer.
Oh yeah, total dick move.
Yeah, and then all he does, he says that just to use the guy to get a phone number. Or no, not to get a phone number.
He just wanted to answer his question about moving stations.
Yeah, he just broke the ice with this small talk saying, hey man, am I able to log in anywhere and use this? And the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, all right. He's like, hey, what about the beers?
Yeah.
No response.
You know what though? I wasn't under the impression they were going to get a beer like right after work. You're just like, we got a beer like one day. Like it'll be a thing.
Yeah, that was the way I take it. Or I took it rather.
Yeah, so he's taken a lot of calls, a lot of creepy callers, I remember.
Yeah, he got Bill Burr on a call. Did you hear the Bill Burr call?
Was he the f*** you?
Yeah.
No, f*** you.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. Hey, you need to let the police come there. You forget it. Well, me? Me? You, go to hell. Yeah, you.
Dude, it was great.
I'm on a bike.
I was like, I actually wrote back-to-back FUs with Gyllenhaal.
That was like the best part of the movie.
Dude, it was freaking
you.
And not gonna lie, I think one of the voices that I heard here was another podcaster. And I have to look this in here, but look this up rather. I feel like one of the voices for one of the longer takes was this guy.
Was it Jose Rodriguez?
No. No anime.
No,
that was good.
I wanted this one.
That was a good one. I'll give you that one.
Okay, good.
But no, I think it was the guy who does, and this is not a plug or anything, but it's from the Wondery Network, and the guy does really good voice acting for Star Wars things. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and I'm pretty sure it was the same guy. There's only one voice like that. It was just cool to listen to all this. So like I said, pure ASMR goodness.
I don't know where I've heard of it, where I saw it first, but it said Ethan Hawke was in this movie.
What?
Yeah, Ethan Hawke was like one of his buddies.
No way.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke. He was Sergeant Miller.
Oh wait, he was the guy that he was talking to whenever he needed something. He was like, "Hey, Sergeant, I need you to go check this out for me. Kick in the door."
Yeah, kick in the door. He's like, "I'm not gonna kick in the door."
I assume you don't have a warrant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like that makes sense.
Yeah. So Ethan Hawke's voice. There were a lot of crazy voices in there.
Bill Burr took it though.
Yeah. Me, no, you. Yo,
F me, F you.
He's like, what did he call him?
Powers.
Oh yeah,
the twins.
Yeah,
F you.
Cross that off your bucket list.
There you go.
I'm just trying to think. What did he call him? Call him something because like, just ride your freaking bike to the hospital. Yeah. It's a thing. Carry your bike,
great, man. No, well, I mean, all that's happening, and so I guess we should get to the story. So what happens is he gets a call from a chick. And we don't know she's in distress.
Yeah, she just sounds like, oh yeah, oh okay.
Like there's heavy like breathing or whatever.
Yeah. And I'll talk to you later. Or, okay.
Okay, like, honey. Okay,
honey. Yeah. That's
he's
what
like,
it was.
And then the one thing I will knock, how the hell did he make that wild assumption? He was just like, are you being taken or are you
I think that's probably in their training.
Has to be.
Because that to me if
keywords I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I think if I just dialed like 911 and had it in my pocket,
yeah,
they would track me and try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And police would end up showing. It's just me or like everyone was giving like a major attitude.
Dude, there was so much.
There was this whole movie was
so many
attitude.
dickheads in here, which I'll give them that. I don't. It's super believable. You know, I mean, you're awake. Apparently, all these calls are happening at like between 9 p.m. and 2 in the morning.
This movie took place, as far as I can tell, during like the evening hour, right?
Yeah.
Because
yeah, that's why everyone was like, "Oh God, you're still awake? You're still here?"
Yeah, I think like that's why they had the fire. Is that everyone was being dispatched to take care of this fire, and maybe the fire was also symbolism for like the fire that was going on in Jake Gyllenhaal's.
That is some
in Joe's mind.
Yeah, he was this guy was like, he had some serious like acid reflux going on.
Oh yeah, I wrote puking. Yay. Acting, puking.
So much, man. And then they didn't flush it. Yeah, so he gets this call from this lady and we're just like, "Oh man, what is happening? What's going on? This has to be a plot device."
Yeah, so
and it is the plot device.
Yeah, so he eventually assumes that she is being taken hostage by her husband. and he's basically saying like, okay, yes or no questions only, like, or did he kidnap you? Yes.
What color is the van? Just say yes or something.
Red.
Right.
Yes. Like that. Or it was a bit. They ended up figuring out it's a big white van.
Yeah.
That he was,
because of course it's a big white van.
We don't know where they were going though, right?
No, we don't.
Yeah, they were going somewhere. We never really quite figured out.
We figured out later. I enjoyed this movie, so I watched it with intent.
Okay, good.
So, so all this is happening, and then they get a call, or rather, they get a call in from this little girl, and she's I think 6 or 7 or almost 7, whatnot, and she's like, my daddy took my mom, and then my daddy told me not to go in this room because my baby brother is asleep, and I was like, oh no. And
yeah, it's no fun.
Yeah, so that happens, and then Jake Gyllenhaal somehow, or Joe rather, goes on this rampage of hot fingers dialing everything, just like straight up.
Yeah, this dude is seriously
he's
like
got dial-up fingers,
angry
man.
phone guy.
Yeah,
that's this whole movie. Is this guy angry
Mr.
phone guy?
10 key. You know what 10 key is? If you do numbers.
Yeah. Hey, you got a dispatcher to go to the 110 and the 405 intersection. Okay, you got to be there right now. Is there a white van? Okay, we pull up over. Is there a white van? Okay, well, there's none in there. Okay, somebody else. Okay, hey, over here. Okay, we got to go over there. Kick down the door. Just kick down the door. Just kick down the door.
Jesus Christ. So that's Jake Gyllenhaal yelling at his former partner, or Joe rather. Joe, his name is Joe. Joe is
kick down the door, Joe.
Yeah, Joe is telling everyone what to do, like he's the head honcho and is not this disgraced cop that we learn. And he's disgraced because apparently he did some bad things, but we'll get to that in a bit. So apparently he tells his partner, hey, I need you to go to this place. I need to go kick open the door, and the partner gets scared because there's a big dog, and he's like, oh, the door's open. Ooh. So he goes into the place. The place is the husband's place, the abductor. It's his place. Mm-hmm. So they go in there, he goes in there, and they're like, hey, it's a ton of paperwork and blah, 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 blah. So Jake Gyllenhaal's just like, get on it, hangs up, calls somebody else.
Yeah, all this is done in narration. Like not necessarily narration, but one person is always just a voice in his head. I wonder, like, some stage director is like, okay, and then you be angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I found a bunch of papers.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, papers!
Yeah. Papers.
What are they written on, papers?
So that's happening. And then...
Oh, my God, papers!
So that guy's, like, super intensely looking for stuff. And then... So...
And then I guess the little girl calls 911 again, or she calls 911 a bunch of times, and then eventually they get a dispatcher out there to go talk to her, and they're like, okay, we're at the little girl's house. Little girl, like, is that your blood?
Well, yeah. So the cops that arrive there, Jake Gyllenhaal gets a hold of them somehow, or Joe does, and he's like, hey, the dad took the mom, whatever. This kid, the little girl, she's alone with her baby brother. He yells that.
Yeah.
And so
much yelling in this movie.
God, he's so angry.
Yeah.
So then they go in, and no, you can carry on.
I don't remember. Yeah. They go in, and then the guy's like, "Oh my God, Jesus, what is it?" And there's just a lot of Jake Gyllenhaal, like, angry, like, acting face. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Yeah.
Oh, we have the sound effect.
Yeah, well, they just said, "Oh my God, I don't think there's a lot of, like, I don't think he's breathing. He's not breathing." You're like, "What's going on, guys? What's going?
We need medical services.
Yeah,
quickly, operator." And then it hangs up.
Yeah, there's just blood everywhere. And the knives and the stab wound.
Yeah. So then that happens, and then again, Jake Gyllenhaal gets a call from the lady. Once again, the abductee, which I think her name is Emily or something. Yeah,
and he ends up having, like, he seems to start liking Emily for a while.
Yeah, like they have this weird relationship that's being built. It's odd. It's odd.
And then there's always, like, the occasional, like, other operator who comes in to talk to him, is like, "I got a phone call for you. It's some little girl."
Yeah.
Or, "I got this lady Emily on the phone. Like, she wants to talk to you." Okay. And then, like, that's when what's his name? The Bill Burr guy, like, came out of nowhere, like, during all this tension. He's like, "Hey man, I'm riding my bike and I, like, crashed and, like, I scratched my leg up pretty good." He's like, "Dude, just walk to the hospital. I'm busy." And he, like, hung up on him.
Yeah, it was.
And then he called back, and that's when
like,
they were
"Stop
like,
driving drunk, dickhead."
I can't talk right now.
What was that? Excuse me? Just send an ambulance.
What, for your knee? Yeah? Call an Uber and don't bike drunk, asshole.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's funny.
You.
Yeah.
No, you.
So then that happens and all that crap, whatever.
I remember then at one point he got Emily's like phone number or something, he got the dude's number.
Yeah, he got the dude's number.
Called him on his personal phone.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know you did this, buddy. You're going to jail again. He's like, I can't go to jail again. You're going to jail again. This is it. End of the road for you, buddy. They're going to give you the chair.
Yeah.
Like, you killed a little son. He's like, I don't know, man. They hang up. He kept hanging up on him.
Hangs up, and this is all like super intense, and I drew a blank.
It just keeps going because
it doesn't let up, man.
It doesn't. It keeps going, but you are engaged in this story because there's always like more clues.
Yeah, there's a bunch of red herrings.
Yeah,
like a lot. Like first you think it's the dad that's done this, then you think for a split second that maybe the sister did it because she's covered in blood.
Yeah, exactly. Just something horrible happened to this family,
and then we soon find out that.
Well.
Okay, you can.
First, the other thing is
build this layer cake, man.
Somehow, this guy has his van. He has a business, but he carries bricks in his van.
Oh yeah,
isn't that weird?
Yeah,
because at some point he throws his wife in the back of the van, and she's able to call Ethan Hawke. Not Ethan Hawke. Joe. She's able to call Joe.
Joe Swanson.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ow.
That's all I remember from Joe Swanson. So somehow he's able to call back. Oh, that's when the assistant comes in.
Yeah.
And is like, oh, I got an Emily on the phone for you. And she's like, I'm in the back of the van. Like, I can do something. He's like, well, pick up a brick. Like, no. He's like, what's in there?
Is there something hard?
Something hard.
You can hit him with?
Yeah. And he's like, there's just a bunch of bricks. And like, okay, get a brick. And when he opens the thing, you hit him in the face as hard as you can.
Like, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, well, it was so frustrating listening to this girl.
Oh my God.
And then he's like, it's okay. Like, I had a bad day too. Like, bad days happen to people. And then she said that's when everything went to hell.
That's
when M. Night Shyamalan went, oh.
He was like, how didn't I think of this? Yeah, man. Dude, when she said that, I was like,
she says, yeah. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe he had so many snakes in his tummy. It's a good thing I cut them out. Oh, something like that, right?
Dude, yes. She said something pretty close to that. And it was like,
fatality.
Yeah. Or more like,
oh.
But you know what, though?
It was so bad.
The minute she said that, I swear Jake Gyllenhaal looked like he was 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
He looked physically older. I don't know how they did it, man.
You could do that in lighting if you do it like right.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll give that to
aggressive lighting.
To the DP. We should look up who the director of photography is for that, or the makeup artist, or whatever.
The whole team behind that
he looked old as balls.
Yeah,
you know what though? Like there was some crazy good like editing, like not editing, but just focusing.
Yeah,
like the last time I seen good focus in that was like like in Predator. When like he turns around and like
good racking. Man, yeah, they had a really good guy that had all that nice camera stuff working.
Yeah. So anyway, he had his mind blown because he's like, just imagine his brain. Oh shit, this bitch is crazy.
Yeah. He's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
and I got this line from his buddy. He says, "You are a shit magnet." I was like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was good.
But anyway, she's like, oh, good thing I was able to cut out the snakes out of his stomach, and then like, oh, and he's like, oh, I think he's coming now. I better hit him with his brick.
Yeah. He's like, no, and then you hear a thud, and he hits the ground, and
then
yep, she hangs up the damn phone and takes off.
Yeah.
So now she's taken off, and Jake Gyllenhaal is like, oh, I pooped my pants. I'm gonna go throw up, and now I'm going to call the CHP to go catch this broad.
It's crazy woman. So it's a bad day for Jake Gyllenhaal, and all through this, there's the reporters trying to talk to him. We uncovered that he's got this big trial. The next day, and he's always talking to his buddy.
And he's trying to talk to his, I guess, separated wife.
And separated daughter.
Yeah.
So he's got a whole like family dynamic.
Thing,
and it's always just him, like at his desk, like, oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Like working hard on a Monday.
And the thing is, like, recalling this movie, I'm like, it was really just him, apart from these random characters that would show up in frame. But it was, I'm like, holy crap! It really was just him.
Yeah, you know, we think about like making movies like it's hard work. We need thousands of people, all kinds of things. We got to secure a set. They just had an office for like
they
the
probably
weekend.
Did like 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably 20 people, production, everybody included, and got the whole movie done.
Man, Netflix, they're really like onto it.
Yeah,
Everybody, we need movies. We need movies now.
Gyllenhaal's like, I got the call.
Yeah. He's like, they didn't get me for Fear Street, but they'll get me now.
I know, right? Fear Street, boo.
Then again, Jake Gyllenhaal, how old do you think that guy is now?
He's an older guy, man.
He's been around town.
I think he's like almost 40, if not 40 already.
Yeah. Well,
Join the club, buddy.
I know, right? It's a sad club.
Yeah.
But yeah, all through this movie, I was just thinking like Jake Gyllenhaal, man, this guy is the worst.
The worst? No.
Worst.
Really? I was
Yeah,
like, dude, this guy's awesome.
I don't know. Just throughout the movie, he just kind of seemed like he needed his priorities straight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So you're talking about Joe or Gyllenhaal? I think
Joe, yeah,
Joe for sure.
Joe, the character.
Joe was a
I was
crap
thinking,
storm, dude.
I was thinking, boy, I hope I don't get this 911 operator in an emergency. Like, oh my
call
god,
me a douchebag and then hang up on.
yeah.
Like, got a knife in me, bro. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, anyway, so now they're chasing down a crazy woman.
Yeah.
Who apparently killed her son,
and she's suicidal.
and she's now she's suicidal, and she's kind of.
Well, real quick, remember how you said you couldn't find out where she was going
Yeah.
or where they were headed?
Yeah.
Apparently, the husband was trying to take her back to the insane asylum. To be not the insane asylum per se, but the hospital that can, monitor her, drug her, do everything they need to do.
Help her.
Yeah, apparently she had escaped.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So she needed to go back, and she was off her meds.
It's a double, triple whammy.
Yeah, it's like, holy crap, so many red herrings. That was really good finger work right there.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Ba-bam. Oh, the timing.
Insane asylum, right?
Yeah, I spaced out for a second.
Where am I?
I heard a I was like, what?
Jewel monster.
Yeah, so apparently she was going back to an insane asylum, dude.
Okay, so that's good.
So Jake Gyllenhaal kind of aided and abetted a freaking psycho.
Yeah, and then I guess you said he was suicidal at some point, and then this by now we're at the end of the movie.
Yes,
where he's trying to talk her out of whatever horrific thing she's trying to do.
Well, she's trying to jump off of an overpass.
Yeah, this movie.
She's in San Gabriel.
Yeah,
very local.
Yeah, all LA stuff. So he's like, I've done dumb things in my life.
Yeah,
like dumb things happen. Like they happen to everybody.
And then we find out his dumb thing was that he shot a kid.
I was just trying to scare him.
Yeah, with bullets to the face.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know if it was to the face, but
we know he's dead.
Yeah,
it's a manslaughter. But I don't know. Was he trying to just like graze him or like shoot around him?
I have no idea. I can't recall.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
I don't know if they went in depth, but we do know that his partner was for sure there and willing to create this false narrative.
Yeah,
to help him win his case.
They call it the blue wall. They're covering for each other. But it's one of those things where I don't know. They didn't play it out too well. But he told the woman that he accidentally shot a kid. Didn't mean to kill him.
Yeah,
people do dumb things.
Yep,
and you got to turn yourself in because like that's just the only way that this thing gets square.
Yeah,
and then we revealed that not only was she guilty, but he was the guilty too.
Oh, full circle.
I know, right?
Suck it, M. Night.
Well, yeah. So I guess she manages to turn herself in after that, and not only that, but some random chick comes in. She's like, "Oh, by the way, that kid that they found, they're able to revive him. He's all good now."
Yeah. So we're like, "Oh,"
and I wrote, "Hey, a happy ending." And I wrote, "I don't know." And then
that's weird.
And then I'm gonna give this to quote of the year in a movie.
Tell me.
Broken people save broken people.
That's very deep, man.
Yeah, right.
I believe it.
So this whole movie, he's been, he did go above and beyond. He definitely didn't do his job very well. I don't know.
Yeah, in terms of like following his job to a T, terrible at his job. But in terms of being intrinsic about his job, I guess it was pretty well handled.
Yeah. So that was fun, and then he went to the bathroom and just puked like everybody's,
Yeah, so like
lunch that everybody had that day.
Yeah, and the movie had like a semi-cold ending, but I called it a tepid ending just because it tied quite literally into the title of the movie. So I mean that's what sealed it up. I like tidiness.
So he called his buddy who was covering for him. He was like, "We gotta tell him the truth." He's like, "But dude, I already gave him my statement." He's like, "We gotta tell him the truth. Gotta let it out."
Yep. We get the news flash. Officer pleads guilty to manslaughter.
So then
all accounts.
Then he calls the that reporter who's been trying to call him throughout the whole movie. He's like, I gotta tell you my story. And I think that's where it ended.
Yeah, that's exactly where it ended.
Yeah.
And there we have the flash. The guilty.
Did he go home? Did he leave?
I don't think so. I think it just ended right there.
Yeah, the movie just sort of ended there. So yeah, that was a pretty deep pretty deep movie. I don't know what I was expecting when I turned this movie on.
Neither was I. I had no idea it was going to be that consistently intense, man.
Yeah. So it was fun. Definitely a fun ride.
Glad it was on Netflix.
You know what though? I was thinking, would I have enjoyed this movie more in theaters?
You know what?
I think
just for the sound production, I think so.
That and sometimes audience reaction is good too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That fourth wall, the people around you.
Yeah, that's really helpful. But like I said, Jake Gyllenhaal, man, dude, that guy acted his way out of that paper bag.
Holy crap. He acted hard.
He said, "What paper bag? Oh my God, it's gone."
Yeah. Fire, baby. All right.
I don't know. You're using that one a lot.
Yeah, pretty good. All right. Well, no. Babies.
All right. You want to give it your letter grade?
Yeah. So, okay. I said I'll give this one an A. Gyllenhaal plays one of his most intense roles that doesn't let you go for 1 minute. It's very intense. In a role I can't picture many playing, Gyllenhaal sells us on his character Joe and doesn't let up. This is amazing considering the camera is on his face like 98% of the time. Also, pure ASMR goodness. I couldn't recommend this movie more. So,
all right. Well, I actually got to give it a C+. I'm going to say it's an awesome exercise in filmmaking and acting. I was entertained. Once the movie ends, there isn't much below the surface to visit. So, it was a lot of fun. It just felt like a lot of like we're having fun with this movie. Like,
really, you felt that?
Yeah, a little bit.
I felt like it was actually just too intense for what it was. That's why I think I liked that.
Yeah,
higher grade than that.
Yeah, it definitely was intense. It definitely was good.
Yeah.
Would I watch it again?
Maybe. I don't really. There's very few movies I will go back and watch again just because we watch them so often.
I may warm up to it as time goes on. Because I did kind of knee jerk a little bit going up and down, but I kind of really settled on that C+ there.
Yeah.
For now, but I think history will be kind to it. We'll see. It's still up there on the Netflix. On the ladder there. Definitely a good coronavirus movie watch.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, that has been our review for The Guilty, starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, and make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. You hit that notification bell when we drop things. You guys can get alerted.
And find us wherever you get podcasts. We're also on YouTube.
We're on Facebook, Twitter.
Twitter, yeah. Dude, what's going on Twitter? Are people on Twitter anymore? Is that still a thing?
I think so. I mean, Facebook and Instagram went down. People were all over Twitter. So, hey, it's back.
I know, it's back online, guys. Well, anyway, I'm your host, Mark Rubalcaba, for Mr. Ava Panetta. You have just listened to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. We will catch you next time.